The following podcast contains explicit language.
What's going on, Hive Minders? Welcome back to the Mind Meld, a podcast hosted by both Mason Burns
Hello.
and me, J.S. Price. The Mind Meld is a lively discussion about yours and our favorite stoner thoughts, video games, and all sorts of other stuff, or as we like to call it, an hour of your lives that you're never going to get back. Thanks for listening in, and it was good to know you. Today, we have a very special guest. We have Miguel.
It's me. Who the fuck am I?
Well,
that's a good question.
That's a good question. So Miguel works directly with me at Geek Squad. Well, soon to not be.
Yeah, no, I quit.
He did in fact quit. He was. I mentioned him a couple times. He's our technician, so he does like all the repairs. I'm the one who like gives him shit to do. Like I'm the one who like writes shitty notes and then pass it off to you for you to deal with.
Yeah. You create my problems. Is
Yeah.
What happens.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I create both of your guys' problems, 100%.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't see you.
Yeah, no.
I don't directly yell at you.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Because
Right.
Lord knows it'd be coming back my way.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
100%
exactly.
of the time.
Right.
Normally I ask Mason how his week is, but I don't really care about Mason right now. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's fine.
Dude, no, I do care about you. I love you. But how was your week? I know it's been like kind of a long week. Like there's been a lot that's happened.
My week's good. I got one last week at work.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and then I get out of there. So it's pretty good.
That's
I'm
exciting.
kind of just chilling.
Overall,
Yeah.
powerful week.
Yeah.
Well, I know
Did
that
you? Oh, sorry. I was
Yeah,
just saying.
go ahead.
Did you put in your 2 weeks and you were like, finally, it's almost over. The light at the end of the
Oh,
tunnel.
yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love the 2 weeks that you put in because he sent me a picture of it. I don't know. Do you want to describe it?
What did you,
Let's
scrap
just
of paper?
say
Like-
let's just say I talked some shit to the managers.
Whoa.
Let's just say that. Directly handed it to them. So
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a pretty powerful move. Like reading it, I was like, "Damn,
yeah.
this is a power." I was like, I was excited for him. I was like, "Fucking
Yeah, he literally messaged me
yeah!"
after I sent him the pic of what I wrote. He's like, "Fuck yeah, fuck him up."
Fuck 'em up.
he was hyped. I could tell.
I get it.
I was
he
hyped,
immediately said, I can't stay here anymore. That was like the first words he said to me. He goes, I can't stay here anymore,
Dude,
guys.
yeah, I can't if I don't have because Vincent is quitting too. So if I don't have Miguel and Vincent, I'm
Yeah.
like
Which is reasonable. I wanted to update you guys on, because I know you heard about it, and I know you know more about it now, the
Oh.
toilet mouse scenario.
the toilet mouse. We're bringing it back.
The reason I'm
my
updating,
gosh.
the only reason I'm updating it is because there's more to the story now. So
Wait.
in the past couple,
How could there be a
isn't that
story?
crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Wait,
So,
okay.
so I had Geek Squad protection on it. I get it. You know,
Okay.
but the mouse, I didn't realize this at the time. It went open box, and so and so I these customers come up to me with an open box Logitech G Pro.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm looking at it, and they say this to me. They go, "What does residue mean on the mouse?" And I go, "Oh, usually," because I didn't realize it at the time. I go, "Oh, usually it's like fingerprints, dust, dirt, a handful of stuff that you can use to
Holy
clean off."
shit.
And then they go, "Can we open it up and take a look to see what like residue means?" I'm like, and then it dawns on me, this is the toilet mouse. And so I go, yeah, let's open it up. Let's see what it's looking like. And I knew it like looks fine, so we open it up, we look at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's like $50 off. And they go, oh my god, it's such a good deal. And in my mind, I'm like, I need to tell these guys not to buy this mouse, but how do I do it without telling them I dropped this in my toilet? And that's why it's open box on the floor. Like I was like, how do I avoid doing that? I couldn't find a way.
I don't think there's.
Oh,
an
you
easy
didn't
way.
find a way?
I sold
You
the
set
mouse.
them out to die?
I sold the mouse.
You sold the mouse.
I sold the mouse to them.
They're sick. They're dying now. They're
felt-
dead in their beds. They're dysentery. They're
Yeah, that's what I'm
they're
saying.
cleared
They
out.
have,
Like,
they have
yeah.
something going on. I hope.
How do you feel knowing that they're playing Valorant using like a piss covered mouse?
Honestly, when you put it like that, I'm not as mad.
Right. It's less opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
I
Like
get
I'm
it.
not as mad. I just
It's-
wanted to update the world on
It's
that.
the long play to take out
I'm
the
gonna do that to
Valorant
as
community.
many as I can.
Yeah, whittle it down.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know, man. I really should have told them no, but like I couldn't find a way without just completely outing myself about how I threw that mouse in the toilet.
I mean, I don't think there's an easy way to do that.
No, but like I brought it up to a couple other people at work. I brought it up to Daniel and Eduardo. Right, I brought it up to both of them, and they go,
Oh, man.
"I would have told him." And I was like, "Would you really? Would you guys have told them and been like, you can't buy this mouse? Like, would you have told them?"
You're assuming I would find a way to get my mouse in the toilet.
Yes. Well, we're assuming that happens.
No, but I don't think that could ever
You don't think that would ever happen?
Not for me. I don't know how it launches. You're not in this room, whoever's watching, but there's a clear, like, 30 feet.
30 feet. This guy said 25,
Dude,
and I was
I
like,
said
it's like
25.
15.
Oh my God.
It's like 15 max. It's not
No
more than
shot.
15
Not
feet.
15.
It's definitely not
Dude,
15.
the toilet is on the far wall. Like there's
I'm
no
thinking in
chance it's 15.
basketball hoop lengths. And
Dude,
a basketball
if
hoop
I
is
take
10 feet
if
tall.
I take 15 steps,
Yep.
heel to toe, I'm not
wear
making it
12s?
to the toilet.
You wear 12s?
I wear 11.
I wear 12s, and so I would know better. Because a 12 is
Do you
a
take
foot.
heel to toe steps from your desk to the toilet?
I have, probably.
I play basketball.
Nope.
I just feel like you'd be really good for some reason.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think you can sink it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything I can get up there. I can't jump for shit.
Well, you can throw.
Apparently.
Apparently, you can throw.
That's the only thing he's good at. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good at passing
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pretty amazing at
That was a
shooting. I mean,
3-pointer.
No, dude,
mouse to
when
toilet.
when it clanged the back, I was like, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All of my rage was gone. All of it.
You were raging?
I
I don't even know the story.
I said it on the podcast, so I'm not going to like say it again. Essentially, but it was really just I was playing a Valorant game. I threw it, boom, it happened. So like that's really all it was.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you rage at games? Are you a rager? Because I know you're a soft-spoken like fellow, but like
No, I don't rage
you-
at all.
no, this guy doesn't
do
get
do you
angry.
ever get loud?
Do I? Yeah.
Like, what's the occasion?
Like him fucking up. No, I'm kidding.
just like we'll play Apex,
No.
and sometimes I'll like I can't clutch, and he's like, "You fucking moron."
No, I think I get really loud when I drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
When
like a
I
party
drink-
loud or like an
'cause
angry loud?
So when I drink,
Okay.
I'm the kind of drunk that wants to make people laugh.
Mm.
So it's already what
I
I,
could see
do
that.
normally.
Yeah,
I try to make jokes and make people laugh, but I'm just way more going for the joke, way harder, and I get really loud.
Your like expressions are like larger than
I get
normal.
really loud.
Okay.
And I laugh really loud.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't shut the
we
fuck up.
we got to go drinking, dog.
Yeah,
that
dude,
sounds like
I
a good
think that
time.
sounds like a
That
great
sounds like
time.
a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
I think based on how much I already laugh like at work whenever I mean there's times I mean I know you've said this to me but like half
yeah.
of the people at work like because the Geek Squad precinct is in like the back right corner of the store and Miguel will say some shit to me and I will laugh so hard that people from the other side of the store will radio in and be like, I fucking hear you. Like, Marco is consistently like, tell the hyena to shut up.
You know, I've had customers be like, "Are they okay back there?" Yeah, I've had customers like ask about your well-being because like it doesn't seem like you guys are okay.
See, the thing is, I'm always like right there because I'm in the precinct.
Yeah.
I'm making him laugh or he's laughing about something or whatever.
Yeah.
I never realized how far it carried.
Oh, yeah.
Until I walked out of the bathroom and I heard him laugh, and I was like, I'm clear across the other side of the store. This is what people experience all the time.
It's really fucking loud.
Yeah,
It's
I had
very loud.
no
Awesome.
idea.
Yeah, say it's the same thing with David. David's just as loud.
Yeah,
Oh,
David
he's
does have an
just
insane
as
laugh.
loud.
Movie kid? Movie
Yeah,
kid.
Movie kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
movie
I
kid.
always reference that when I steal the scissors now because I get scared and be put up on the wall.
Dude, that's a very real thing. I mean, we got to keep those
Yeah.
posters up even after you're gone. So there's this guy that we work with named David. Great guy.
Dave.
But we have a pretty strict rule at Geek Squad where if you take something that's ours, like if you borrow something, you have to bring it back. And David borrowed a pair of scissors and didn't bring them back. So the next day I came into work and and Miguel had made a wanted poster for Movie Kid. The reason we call him Movie Kid is because he has like a collection of like
He
over
just loves film.
he
Okay,
has
okay.
like over 1,000 DVDs.
Oh. Okay.
I'll be honest. The
Yep.
reason the posters for Movie Kid is because I didn't know his name.
No way.
No
really?
I had
way.
no idea
When
what
did
his
you make
name
that
was.
poster? Like, do you have like
Huh?
a time frame for me? When did that poster get made?
I don't know,
'Cause
but
I'm just curious, like how
I'll be
far
honest.
into him
I
looking there
know
was.
so few names until they get buried in.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah,
Because
like-
you're like, if they're just gonna leave, who cares?
Well, also like I don't work with them.
That's
Like,
honestly, yeah, especially because you
Yeah.
don't like,
They're
do
like
the
out
customer
there,
service
and I'm
aspect
like,
either.
they're fucking up.
Out
They're
there.
fucking up over there. I don't
Creates
know.
issues, yeah. Creating issues.
Yeah, it takes a while for me to learn names.
Dude, something I wanted to actually ask about, because just like switching to the topic of video games.
Okay.
Because I mean, obviously, you and I like we'll play Valorant. I know you and I will play Apex together, but you've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk
Oh,
Dude, I love it.
that game's good.
with the new
love it.
update.
Did you play it at release at all? Or
Yeah,
is it- nice.
yeah. I played it at release. It was pretty jank, but I did like the world, but I never finished it because the jank was kind of getting to me.
Really? Yeah.
After like 50 hours, I was like, this is a little hard. To,
I-
this is a
50
little-
hours?
This is a little
That's
hard.
like
to-
a
I
pretty-
definitely did the same thing. I played the game
Right.
when it first came out. I played it for maybe like 25 hours,
Yeah.
and then I just steamed the rest of the
Oh,
story.
I
to
actually
finish
remember
it.
what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Is I got like stuck in the middle of a mission because of a bug, and I was like, I don't want to.
That's the
I don't
worst.
want to kill an hour just to get back into the.
That's
janky
the most
game.
defeatist.
Yeah,
that's
it
like
was,
a defeat.
It was a scenario where like I was in a car with an NPC character, and then like I died. And then I loaded my save, and I was inside the NPC character, and I couldn't leave because I was not in the proper spot to press F to leave.
Oh, yes.
So I was just stuck, and I saw like their teeth and their eyes, and it was awful. I hated it.
That's a classic.
And I was like,
video
I
game
don't
moment.
want to. I don't want to do this. I'm okay.
You're like, this game has finally broken me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it broke
Yeah.
too far, and I took a break from it.
I love that.
You finished it now though. At least like the base game.
I haven't finished the basic. I actually re-rolled. I re-rolled the
Oh,
whole. I
okay.
started from the beginning. So
Big
I'm just,
penis? Question mark.
No, I'm a girl.
Oh well.
Girl
I mean, you can still have a big penis.
Sure, yeah, but when I say girl, I also meant vagina.
Sorry, I didn't.
Because you asked about a penis,
Yeah,
so
my
I
fault,
figured
my
it would
fault.
come across.
I
Yeah, no,
guy.
I play a girl character. I like playing girl characters because girls are badass when they're fucking killing mercs.
I think yeah,
That's true.
I think that's
I would
fair.
agree with
It's
that.
really
I think that's
sick,
fair.
So. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. The DLC is really cool. I've been enjoying the main story game stuff I haven't played, and then the DLC. I can't even stop playing it.
Can't stop.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I either play Apex with this guy, and carry him.
Of
or-
course.
Okay,
right?
dude.
I've seen
Listen,
it play
or-
Valorant. It makes
Dude.
sense.
What? Are you fucking kidding
Yo,
me?
I love this. I'm gonna sit back.
Dude, there's no way you just said that to me. Literally, like a week ago on the podcast, he was like, dude, I want to say you're like better than like 60% of the population.
And
I've
I think-
seen you
and I
improve.
think that's
you're
true.
doing great.
And I think
then
that's
he just
still
openly
true.
says, like, yeah, I've seen this guy play Valorant. I'm not surprised he shit at Ape. That's crazy. You know what? I quit the podcast. It's over.
You know that's not true. I'll bring
It's
this
over.
up every time you say
It's
it.
over.
No.
So
It's
when
Jover.
you raged and threw your mouse, is it
Yep.
because of this guy?
It was not because of that
Oh,
guy.
okay.
No.
Just had to
I
know.
was playing a comp game, and I think
Right.
I just ran it down. And then I kept running it down because I was mad, and so I kept dying and having to just watch the round play out without me. And we were winning, and I was like, "This is the
No.
worst. We're winning." I was like, "Why are we winning?" And I'm so tilted.
Yeah.
Why is this happening to me?
That's crazy.
And then as soon as I stopped, I got off the game and went to bed.
Right.
That's
But it
fair.
was like 9:30. But I was like, "It's time to go." fuck
You went to bed early. That's how upset you
Yeah,
were.
I did.
I was like, I'm going to bed on bedtime. Fuck this thing.
Dude, I always say that my bedtime's at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
What?
Dude,
Wait,
it's just,
what?
I hit like a mental barrier at 6 o'clock that I just have to like my brain just shuts down 6 o'clock after 6 o'clock in the evening.
By shut down, you mean like you just can't.
I go silly. That's the way I like to describe it.
Okay. I know.
I don't like fall
I know
over.
all about silly. Okay, I know all about. I get silly. My silly time is much later, but I know all about it.
Yeah, mine's at like
No,
6
for
o'clock
sure.
in the evening.
For sure.
Mine's
for
not
sure.
early.
silly time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we're
it-
calling it.
yeah.
Catch up. Come on.
Dude, I'm aware of what silly time is. I
Okay,
just
come
like
on.
that it's. I
Big
mean,
up.
I think it's more. I think it's funnier to me that you were like, "Oh, I know about silly time." Trust me,
It was
I
like
know.
a
I
confession.
am well versed in the silly time.
Oh yeah.
I'm well versed.
This isn't a podcast for adults. That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, would you? I wouldn't say that you get there when we play Apex because we'll play Apex pretty late at night.
Do you go to bed late? What time do you go to bed?
Well, this
Dude,
guy doesn't fucking sleep. Are you
I-
kidding me?
Yeah,
What?
I hate sleeping.
What? Wait, really?
Well, okay, no, not really.
Oh.
I hate the thing I have a hardest time with is actually falling asleep unless I've like exhausted myself to the
Oh,
point where
so
I'm
it's
like
like-
out in like a minute.
Okay, so it's like a full process
But if
unless
I
you're
can't
like
be
exhausted.
out in like
I see.
in like 5 minutes, it's like a real struggle.
Really?
I have to
Oof.
listen to stuff or something. But
You can listen to our podcast.
yeah,
It's
well,
not very sleepy time, I guess.
I think it would keep me up. I'd be like, what the hell is they fucking talking
No,
about?
dude,
What is this
whack
bullshit?
ass shit, 'cause
It's
I know
so
you said
stupid.
I know you said you were waiting to listen to them as well.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about the podcast besides the first episode, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to like, I don't know.
You want to
know-
come on with your own vibe.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
I respect
I
that.
didn't want to know anything too much about it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
You'll definitely you'll do exactly like you said. You'll listen and you go, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. You'll hear it for sure.
I mean, now you just get to experience it firsthand.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and it's going great.
Yeah, so far?
for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
It's checking the
Great.
time.
Yeah, going real good.
Oh God,
Okay.
oh, man!
I think I'm
when,
in a phone
when can I
call.
get out of here?
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit. No, I get the sleeping thing though, but for me it's just like I just have to roll. When I was younger, I used to do this thing where I had to yawn 3 times before I could go to sleep. I don't know why.
What?
But it was like, yeah, right. So it like obviously wasn't true, but like that was like my brain. Like the method I had was that I was like, if I yawn 3 times, then I'm ready for bed.
Dude, I love that you tricked yourself.
I did.
How to
I
sleep.
really did.
He just
awesome.
placeboed himself.
I
That's
really
awesome.
did. No, and it worked. I'd be like,
That's
oh, be like,
crazy.
oh, this is my last yawn. And I'd be like, and I like breathe in and fake it. And I try to go to sleep.
You're like, man, I'm so tired.
Yeah, realistically, that last yawn is him like holding his breath and then he passes out.
Yeah.
I want to put it past like 8-year-old me, to be honest. Because I used to sleep in like a bunk bed. Were you guys bunk bedders? Or were you guys always on the
No.
floor?
So I had a bunk bed for a minute. This is actually kind of funny. So my dad is a major sleepwalker.
Really?
I used to sleep on.
I used to as
Yeah,
well.
my dad is a major sleepwalker. I didn't develop the sleepwalking, but I definitely like
Cringe.
they were definitely like I developed the habits of like moving, like sitting up a lot, moving around, and talking. Like there was
While
a lot.
sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I remember very vividly. I was, oh God, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I remember exactly what happened. I was having a dream that I was like in a sword fight with someone, and they like kicked me to the ground. And I was on the floor,
Like
and
naked dude sword fight.
That's what I was. That was,
dude.
You know, the
Or
worst part
just
is
like
that was my
medieval,
first thought too.
like medieval sword fight.
Oh,
alright.
okay.
Not like a pirate sword
Okay, well,
fight?
I know
Less cool.
Like, I'm not-
All right, let's just move past Miguel's dreams.
Yeah,
come on,
less
come on,
cool,
man.
less
it was like it was like the Princess Bride, you know, when they're fighting
Okay.
with like the
Okay.
sabers.
I'm there with that. I'm
yeah.
there for that.
And he kicked me to the ground. He's about to like stab me, like while I was on the ground. And so my instinct was to roll over. So I rolled off the top bunk and hit the back of my head
Oh,
on a
shit.
chair.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
while sleeping?
While
just like,
sleeping.
Wow.
Well, because I woke up and I was like,
Did you not have like a little barricade?
what the fuck? Yeah, no. Well, I got the barricade removed.
Why?
I don't
How would you do that?
I don't know.
How old were you? Did you feel cool to take it off?
I think I was like 7.
You should not have had that barricade on. I should have stayed on.
Should have got out of bed with a helmet.
But I rolled out of bed and I just remember hitting my head so hard on the chair, dude.
Jesus.
Hey,
It
look
hurt.
at the plus side. You didn't get stabbed.
You did not get stabbed.
I didn't.
You dodged the sword.
I dodged the sword.
dodged
Did
the
you wake up midair?
My
Whoa, how would you go?
It's like a what? It's like a
How
change.
did you wake up that quickly?
It's like
I've never woken up in a split second of my life. That's crazy. Wake up midair.
it's like if you're falling in a dream and you go like it's like that, but in real life, I guess.
Okay. He thinks real life things go into slow
Yo,
mo. Slow mo is a real thing
Why?
that happens when things get intense.
Yeah, you don't know how it works. You don't know how it works. Like maybe.
I've never
no,
rolled
I
out of a
woke
bunk
up when I
bed,
hit
so-
my fucking
Exactly.
head. Like it hurt.
So you did get stabbed.
No.
Because if it was, because you rolled.
Yeah,
I see.
he dodged
I'm
it.
here for
Yeah,
it.
I dodged
okay, I got there. I got all the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've fallen out of a bunk bed before, but for me, it's like I go and crawl. Like I go to like go down the ladder because I had the barricade still, so I couldn't just like roll out of bed like this guy did. So I go down the ladder, and I like slip down the rung, and I just go. I fall like a domino. It feels like I go bah bah bah, and I like roll down the ladder, and I end up stuck there. My dad comes in. He goes, "Did you just fall?" And I was like, "Look at me, I'm stuck on the
Look at
ladder."
me, Dad.
Yeah, I was,
Look what I've done to myself.
I was like, "What do
you think happened?"
I was like probably like 13, and I was like, "Look at me. Why am I still on the top?" Literally the next day, I slept on the bottom bunk. I was like, "Why am I doing this?"
Nice.
Dude, that's so funny. I have like so many stories of being a kid and like hiding my DS like under the covers while I was like
I definitely did that.
because like in I had like a weird like cover for my bunk bed at one point.
A cover, like
What?
like a tent
Yeah,
almost.
basically like almost like a
Weird.
tent, but for the top bunk, and so I would
That
use it to
sounds
my
real.
advantage.
It wasn't a bunk bed. He was sleeping on a cliff.
He was actually.
He's
just
like, it doesn't have
camping.
a barrier. It's got a tent over it. I heard the birds. I rolled off and I just kept falling.
Miguel, you definitely look like you'd have a race car bed when you were younger. Did you have a race car bed?
No, I have older siblings. My older brother, I inherited his bed, so I just had.
Oh,
I had
so you just
I
had
a
the hand-me-down
queen in queen bed. Since I was
Damn.
very young.
Be able to spread it, like spread eagle that shit.
Right. Well, I did this thing a lot, and I still move a lot when I sleep. But when I was really young, I would. There's one time, I woke up. I went to bed all proper, like a good boy, right? And then I woke up with my head where my feet should be, and I woke up. I was like, "What the fuck happened?" In like 6 hours, and I got to go to school, and that happened a lot. I woke up very sideways or totally flipped somehow. I don't know.
Did you ever kick people while you were sleeping? Like if you slept in the same bed as someone else, would you kick them?
No, I don't think I kicked people. I think I just
You just rolled around.
rolled around. I was getting silly. It was my silly time.
Silly time.
It was my silly time.
That's why you don't like sleeping now, because you were never actually asleep. You just stayed up all night and rolled around.
Yeah, I just have amnesia. I've never slept in my life.
It's like fucking you have like short-term, you have like memory or like not bipolar disorder. What's the multiple personalities? That's just your other personality waking up, and that's why you wake up on the other side of the
One
bed.
of them's a roly-poly. I'm just vibing.
all night rolling around.
Yo.
Dude, I definitely did that a couple times. Where I'd
Roll
like
around.
wake up and be like, yeah, no,
I'm a big snorer. I don't really move because I used to sleepwalk. I don't anymore. But like I snore a lot. Like I don't know what it is, but like I'm so fucking loud. Like I swear to God, my downstairs neighbors are gonna complain about me at some point. Like that's how loud it is. Like you could ask Ona and she'll be like, no, I ask her like, Ona, do I snore really loud? And she goes, oh no, it's not that bad. Because like obviously she's not gonna be like, it's fucking awful and really loud.
I don't know. I feel like she would. I feel like she'd tell the truth.
I mean maybe, but like also I don't know. I feel like if you were to ask her, she'd be like, oh yeah, it's really fucking
The way
loud.
you're describing you is like a Lord of the Rings like cave troll.
I'm
like,
definitely like
I
a
hear you
dwarf,
snore
for
and
sure.
the door rattles, you know?
Yeah.
While you're snoring.
I definitely have the dwarf aesthetic for sure in terms of or not aesthetic, but the dwarf like I guess mindset is the way that I'd put it.
Mindset.
Yeah, it's like it's my dwarf
I'm
grind
a
set.
Sigma dwarf.
Exactly.
I got that Sigma grind set dwarf mindset.
You're about to see my like tuxedo post on Instagram. You know what I mean? Some motivational posts. The Joker memes, the whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, dude, that's Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can just imagine the like. I need a whole like redone production of Lord of the Rings, but all of them are wearing like Supreme jackets and
It's like the
swagged
Goku
out.
meme. Yeah, it's like the Goku meme.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drip
swag
Goku.
jacket.
Yeah.
Like Goku.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
He's
I do
sick.
fuck with swag Goku. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I think it's a good meme.
He's my Jesus.
Here's
No,
the,
he's not.
He's my
Don't say it.
Jesus.
That can't be true.
Yeah, no. He died for my sins.
Isn't Goku alive?
He will die for my sins.
At some point.
he will. It'll happen.
I know.
I'll make
I
him.
believe in him.
Yeah, you're like I've sinned enough. Someone
Well, no,
has to.
he dies a million times. And he comes back just
I've
like
never
Jesus.
seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Then just shut the fuck up. I don't know why you're in this conversation.
Dude, I need you to say that again when we have Marco on as a guest, because
Does
I
he love
guarantee
Dragon
he'll
Ball?
lose. Doesn't he love Dragon Ball? I mean, like I know that he wouldn't shut the.
He grew up
it was
with it.
Naruto,
I
wasn't
know
it?
that he would.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Naruto, he loved.
He loves Naruto.
I've seen like 3
Yeah.
episodes of Naruto, so we're fine there. I hit the mark. I hit the mark.
Right, you're caught up.
Yeah.
3, 600,
I watched
whatever.
I watched 3 episodes of Naruto, 1 episode of Boruto, and then I realized why would I watch that? And then I
Boruto.
stopped.
yeah.
Boruto.
Yeah,
Boruto.
that's his son. no?
fucking boring is what it is.
He loves Naruto.
Oh shit!
I watched a lot of Naruto.
Really? Did you watch it all?
No, not all of
Okay.
it. But then at one point, I came up to him. I was like, as an adult, Marco, Naruto's cringe as fuck. and he looked at me kind of sad. He said,
The sad look in his eye.
"You're kind of right. You're kind of right."
You're kind of
That's
right.
fucking awesome.
That's so tough.
Are you an anime guy? Have you like watched
We've talked
anime?
about a lot of anime. I mean, you've suggested some good ones to me.
Yeah, no, I like watching anime. I don't like watch a ton because I'm kind of.
Do you watch like the offbeat stuff?
I'm more into movies.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
I definitely like to find some good animes to watch.
Is that like anime specifically, or just like movies in general? Like anime movies?
Anime
Or-
movies are my favorite.
Okay.
Like Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell's good.
Yep.
I own 2 special copies of that movie.
Really? What do you mean
Really?
by special copy? Are they special
like
edition?
special steelbook with special art and
No,
everything.
do you have them on the
Oh,
shelf
that's
and
cool.
everything?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
got a bunch
I
of
fuck with
movies.
that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
But yeah. And then I love a lot of those like early 2000s 90s anime movies. Those
Okay.
are some of my favorite animes
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
out there. But shows, yeah, no, I watch a lot of shows. I try to watch what I can. But
Yeah.
with anime, I got to give it like 3 episodes, and if I don't vibe,
If it doesn't grab you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got to
Mm.
dip. I got to dip.
Nice.
Well,
Is there
until-
anything? Is there
until-
anything that you can like describe to me that didn't grab you in those first 3 episodes? Like, do you have a specific one? that jumps to mind?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is one where it didn't grab me, and then I heard good enough things that I went back to it.
Okay.
Because I didn't start watching anime until maybe like 6 years ago.
Okay.
Really, I just watched Dragon Ball Z.
Nice.
But Death Note, the first 3 episodes of that, I was like, this sounds cool, but why is there a demon? I don't understand.
You're like, why is he
what's
there?
going on.
Yeah.
It was like, this is getting weird, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if he'll pay off. I think that's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
It's like when a show
ends and it doesn't.
Yeah, I did the same thing with Game of Thrones.
I've never seen. I've heard after I
And
heard
it didn't
what
pay
I,
off,
after I heard
unfortunately.
what I heard about the last season. I was like, I can never do it.
No, but I watched like the first couple episodes of Game of Thrones when it was like early on. It was like they were on season 2.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, there's no way they could pay this off. Turns out they didn't. But
it didn't work.
But 7 of those seasons were pretty good. So
were there 8 seasons?
yeah.
Holy shit! I thought
Holy
there was like
fuck,
6.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Death Note, I was like, I don't know if this will like. I was worried about like seeing where it will go and if it will actually be interesting. And then my friend told me to not think of it as like a cringy, like edgy anime, but think of it as like a cat and mouse game.
Interesting. Okay.
Because they introduce literally after I stopped, they introduce like the other side
like
of the chase
investigator
game.
character,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Yeah.
It's more of like a detective with like some like demon power thing going on, but there is a cat and mouse aspect that's super good.
Yeah, I've definitely. For me, I'm kind of the same way. If a show doesn't grasp me, I just can't watch it.
Right.
So, but I like movies as well because if they don't, it's the same thing. Where if I get like movies make it a lot easier to get grasped in the first like 20 minutes.
Well, they're
And if you
built
get-
that way.
Exactly right, and so you have like the quicker arc of the movie. But I've only seen the live action movie of Death Note. I've never seen the show, and like that, I'm kind of fine with keeping that as my only Death Note experience.
You want to talk about any percent speedrun Death Note?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Okay, well, I know somebody very much the opposite of you.
Okay.
As a guy we used to work with, John.
Oh, okay.
And the similar conversation popped up in the precinct. I was like, John, do you watch anime? And he said, yeah, I watched Death Note.
Okay.
And I go, oh, yeah, what'd you think of it? He's like, it's pretty good. I liked it a lot. And then I was like, did you watch like the dub, the sub? Did you watch the
Trying to like gauge
the
how
movie?
he watches it.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know what format because they have a lot of versions of it.
Yeah.
He turns to me and goes, all of them. you watched the live action, the American live action, the Japanese live action.
Nice.
He watched it in subbed and dubbed.
Turns to me and goes, all of them.
And then the best part is, I'm like, do you watch any other anime? He's like, no. It's the only anime he's ever watched.
But he's seen them all.
And my joke was that he 100%ed Death Note and he quit anime for good.
Got the world record and decided I'm
Yeah.
done.
I'm done.
Okay.
That's it.
100%.
That begs a question though. Sub or dub?
Oh, I'm a dub. Or sorry, I'm a sub.
Okay,
Yeah,
sub
good.
guy.
subbed
Okay.
is
I was
subbed is
about
always
to
the way to
like.
go.
I'm about to have
But
words.
a lay
Yeah,
in
well,
here,
except,
yeah.
for,
words.
except for Dragon Ball.
Well, that which is fair because you grew up on the dub.
Yeah, I grew up
Yeah,
on the dub.
which makes sense.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
no,
when
I'm a sub guy.
when I go back and watch Sword
All
Art
about it.
Online, I watch it in dub because that's how I watched it originally.
Isn't Sword Art like kind of rapey?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I've only watched the first season. I feel like that
I
one's
think
not the
season
most.
2 is when it gets
that what-
rapey.
That's what it is.
That's what I've heard.
What the hell are you guys talking
No, it
about?
does. It does.
Oh,
now that I
yeah.
think about it, because
Yeah.
that's like when they have guns, and it gets
Oh.
rapey when they have guns for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it
Dude, what
becomes
the hell?
America. Okay, got it.
Insane anime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
get
don't-
guns.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's really
You die
gross.
in the
Yeah.
game, you die in real life.
It is true.
Jesus.
Yeah. You die in the game, you die in real life.
I remember you were telling me about an anime that you were pretty excited about because they're remaking it. It's the one where the classic meme comes from, the Mo Shinderu.
Oh, Star of the North Star, something.
I have no
Fuck.
idea. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, sort of the North Star. I don't fucking remember. Either way, okay. So there's a great little clip that I've seen a great meme on, and it's super badass because it's like an old, like I think it's late '80s, early '90s anime.
Okay.
And the gist of the main character's abilities is that he hits pressure points
Oh, weird.
in you while fighting you.
Okay.
And then once he's done enough pressure points, you just like bubble up and explode. It's fucking sick, dude. It's so
Bubble
good.
up and
yeah,
explode.
like
Yeah.
they literally bubble up and then they just burst into like blood and guts.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
And
they're
that's where
doing
the
a
audio
remake.
comes from.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that scene, that famous meme scene,
Oh.
he says a line, "Omae wa mo shinderu," which means
That's where that comes from?
you're already dead.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds badass
Yeah.
when you say it like that.
It's so sick.
And
Yeah.
then, like, so I would assume
Yeah.
it's a badass scene.
And then he's like, and he blows the fuck up. So I'm so excited for
they're
a remake
remaking it? Wow.
Yeah, they're
Did
working
the
on.
original, like, look really good, too? Or was it just, like,
It's got that
conceptually
old,
cool?
like-
I mean, it looks like in
That
like
old-
like in a late 80s anime. you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
so it at least looks, like, nostalgic. Like, it
has,
might not
yeah,
look
a
incredible.
gritty look.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
pretty cool, though.
For sure.
But it's back when anime was more bloody and
Yeah.
sick, dude.
And
Awesome.
sick.
It's fucking rad.
I mean, I don't know. I think
like
I think
Akira and shit like that.
yeah, dude.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I just
Akira.
I just watch, like,
No.
slice of life. I just watch, like, slice of life animes. I don't know what it is.
Slice of life?
Yeah, I don't really watch anime anymore, but like
Oh.
2 years ago when I was like on a really big anime train, I just watched like 12 episodes slice of lives, and I watched like 26 of them. I watched a shit ton of them. Like,
26.
yeah, I know that was a really specific number.
Which do you remember? What's your favorite?
I remember like 4.
That's my problem with Slice of Life is I feel like I watch it and nothing happens and I don't remember anything.
Kokoro Connect's my favorite only because it has like a cool like what's it called? They're like detectives or something. They're like in high school, but they like do detective things with like paranormal shit. I don't know, it's weird.
Okay.
But like it's like
Interesting.
15 episodes, and like I think like 2 of them die. Spoilers,
Oh,
my
that's
fault.
sick.
So
Okay,
like, I don't know, it's more interesting.
I think it's a little
So
more
that's-
than
that's why I
Slice of Life.
remember it.
I think it's a little more than Slice of Life, I think.
But
Yeah.
okay. Going back, I was thinking about Sword Art Online again. Would you guys do a VR thing like that where you like are in the game? You know what I mean?
No.
I'm going to give you a simple answer.
Okay.
I have a wife.
So no.
No.
Well, no, not get stuck, but just do it.
Just
To where
go
like
and-
where you get like your mind is in the game and you
Well,
can't
So
control
are
your
you
body
talking more
anymore.
like Ready Player, like the movie?
Yeah, like more. I
That's
guess
a
more
better
so Ready
example.
Player
yeah,
One.
yeah, because Sword Art Online, it's like you
They
are
die.
stuck.
Yeah, you die.
You die in this
You're
game,
stuck for
you're dead
years.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do it? I don't know. The shit seems kind of no, but in Ready Player One, you have control over your body still. I'm thinking like you don't have control over your body anymore. Like,
right. I mean, I think there's been media of that where like, yeah, you kind of like go into
a comatose state.
yeah, you
Yeah.
go into like a comatose thing and then you're playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds exciting to like play a game like that, but I'm also worried I would forget about my real body.
You would just forget.
Yeah,
you would
I
just
feel
never
like-
log
I
out.
mean, that's entirely a possibility. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there'd be a warning screen on like, or like you die and be like, oh wait, this isn't real.
Wait, no, there's no way there's gonna have a warning screen. They're gonna have you put all your money into that game.
No,
dude.
it's gonna be.
They're
a
gonna
warning
milk
screen.
you
You don't
dry.
think there's gonna be like you've been in the game for 18 hours.
No.
You should probably go eat some food. You don't think they have like liability?
I feel like
they don't be liable.
They'll
for that
like
type of shit?
have it, but it'll pop up like really small.
Oh,
you
dude,
can't,
really?
you can't read it
No,
or
I
anything.
swear, as soon as you start moving, it
You're like,
goes away.
legally,
Yeah.
we have to warn you that you've been in here for 24 hours.
You haven't slept. You haven't eaten. You've
Yeah.
shit your pants at this point.
If you want to keep playing, ignore this. I'm like, oh, okay, easy.
This warning will go away in 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, it's a warning that just shows up for like 0.1 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
guess
get-
that's a
they're
good
like, we
point.
warned you. I mean, it wasn't for very long, but we did warn you.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like I saw a pretty good meme recently that I'm once again going to bring up the whole like
Yeah.
Minecraft Terraria thing,
Oh,
but
Lord.
it was a thing where it was like, oh, you got sucked into your favorite video game, and it's like Minecraft players are like, oh, it's so peaceful. Look at all like the pretty hills and stuff, and then Terraria players are just going through it, like just fighting
going
every
through
boss.
it.
Dude, so many rabbits dead. So many rabbits murdered.
That's like
chopped
the
in half.
most upsetting thing because in the game, you get progression for killing enemies. So, and that progression is symbolized in the form of a banner. When you kill like 50 zombies, you get a zombie banner, and then
Do
when you
those do anything?
when you
Right.
place it down, you get increased defense against them and
Oh,
higher
cool.
attack against them.
Just everywhere, or like when you're in the zone of the
when
banner?
you're within the range of the banner.
Okay.
And so this is applicable to every mob in the game. And after a certain point, like of murdering bunnies, you get a bunny banner, and you're like, fuck.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I have murdered so many. There was definitely a world where I had like 4, meaning that I had killed 200.
And that it's
Yo,
that's over. Why?
I didn't, dude. I'm just like they're in the way. I'm like running around like fighting things, and then they
They're
like happen
in
to
the
walk
way.
by, and I'm like, I'm
You seem-
sorry, dude.
You seem really empathetic to this. I think that's awesome. I think that's so rad. I love when you can do shit in games that are just like totally not what the game
Like
is like
intends.
about. It's
Yeah.
not about killing bunnies. It's about all this other shit. But you
give you
still
the-
killed the fucking
And
bunny.
they give you
yeah.
the reward for it too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
for
Well, that's the one thing that I know about Baldur's Gate, the new Baldur's Gate game, is I just saw like the opening scene where the guy, where your character kicks the squirrel and
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
kills it.
Yeah.
Like I think that's hilarious.
Just straight up murks it. And that's kind of the whole concept, I guess, of Baldur's
So
Baldur's
here's
Gate
the
game.
thing about that scene though, that nobody shows the full clip. The squirrel bites you first. Totally justified. Self-defense.
Murdering it.
Arrest me. I dare you. Yeah, no,
dare
it's like the narrator's like it comes up and bites you, and then it looks at you in the eyes, and then it's like, what do you do? And then you
Roll a nat 20 to fucking destroy.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Probably
exactly.
don't even have to roll. You probably just straight up kill it with
No,
the button
you do
press.
roll.
No, you do have to
really?
roll
You
for
do
it.
roll. You roll
wow. Imagine
everything.
failing.
That'd be so funny. It's like the scroll suplexes. You rolled a 1.
Some whack ass shit.
Yeah.
Holy.
You lose 20 HP for the rest of the game.
The rest of the game you'd be dead. You'd be gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh lord.
Dude, that'd be insane.
That's the type of shit I would do as a DM in D&D.
That'd be awesome.
Like if I were to do D&D, I'd do random shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
Be like, oh no, you trip over a branch, you roll down a hill, and then you get stuck in an arcane thing, and you're strapped
Yeah,
forever.
it was a
Sorry.
magic. It was a
Oh my
magic
God.
branch. Arcana branch.
But you would have to roll. Yeah, but you would have to roll so terribly for that kind of shit to happen. In my
Right.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to roll like 4 times, and if you roll terribly 4 times, I'm like, I'm sorry, it's just over. Like I don't know what. To
I mean,
tell you.
there's entirely a world where that happens. Like the odds
well,
are low,
oh,
but
I
I mean,
know.
it's not impossible.
I know.
Like it's definitely happened.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to do D&D because I'm gonna fucking put the people to their
Well, yeah,
places.
because we still need to talk about
You're gonna
like
DM?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
yeah,
wanna DM.
we like made a little group
Yeah,
chat.
we're talking about doing a D&D campaign.
Doing a
I've never
D&D
DM'd before, so I'm excited to try.
Okay.
But I feel
think
like
it'll be fun.
I could do it.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be fun. I remember at PAX this past year, I went with I burped. I went with 3 of my other buddies and my dad. And my dad was super stoked because there was, it wasn't this booth, but it was a room where they were like teaching D&D. Like there was certain levels. You had like beginner where people were learning. You had like intermediate where you could just like play like a straight up like quick campaign, and then like veteran or whatever. And point is like 3 of my buddies, or 2 of them hadn't played D&D before. Me, my roommate Logan, and my dad had played it, so we were the 3 experienced ones. My other 2 buddies hadn't, so we went in with them and played it. But it was like a very real thing where one of my buddies who was learning just like was like, oh okay, yeah, I want to do this, like cast fireball or whatever, and then he rolled a 1. And the guy was like, it missed, you get hit. It's like, what? It's like, what?
He's like, why does that happen? It's supposed to be a button press and it works. Like, why does that happen?
I love that. I love an idea of a new player rolling nat 1s all day.
Yeah.
Just getting bodied by like every fucking
Just give
thing
him weighted
imaginable.
dice.
Yeah, it's like I opened the door. You roll a 1.
You don't.
You hit yourself in the face with the door. Yeah.
Everybody saw
I
it.
tried to start a fire. Oh, you're engulfed in flame.
That's a critical success right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
That
let
would
that
be
one
crazy.
happen.
Yeah, there was I mean, at PAX they were selling a bunch of like dice for D&D too.
Oh, nice.
And there were a bunch of cool ones. But the ones that we saw there that were like just fucking insane were these solid tungsten dice
Whoa.
that were $600.
Jesus.
And they were so heavy. He was like, yeah, pick one up. And it was like pretty weighted on my hand. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and roll it. And I rolled it. It hit the table like a fucking sledgehammer. It was so loud. It was so loud.
Yeah, in
Like
what
if I
world?
roll that on like a wood table, like playing D&D, it's denting it 100%.
Yeah, that's the type of shit where if you show up to my table with those dice, I'm saying, why? Why are you doing this? do you want the attention here? Like,
It's a power move.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's
Like,
like-
is it?
Did I really roll a 1 or did I roll a tungsten die?
or am I
$600
gonna throw this
tungsten
D,
die.
or am I going to throw this D6 at you? And it's tungsten?
Yeah, right.
Like, where are we at?
Yeah.
Threatens you.
Yeah, they're threatening the DM with the die just being like,
You start like
fucking-
you just
yeah.
throwing around like
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
hand.
just, like,
That
threateningly.
that could be a weapon. That shit's
That's what I'm saying.
dude, imagine like, yeah, getting hit by that thing.
it's
that
like
would
a
hurt.
Yeah, it's like in like TV shows and stuff when they have like a slingshot as a weapon. That's the same concept.
You ever have one of those?
Those
Wrist
are not.
rocket?
No.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't.
dude.
Do they
Wrist
work?
rockets are
do they
crazy.
hurt? I've never
Yes.
been.
Yeah,
but like, what do you put in there? Rocks?
Well, you could, but they also came like the wrist racket specifically came with like little pellets that you could like fire out
Were
of
they
it
like
as well.
little BBs, like little metal
Basically,
BBs,
I mean, like,
basically.
Well, what did yours come with?
Mine came with like these like they were like little fucking they were pretty hard like plastic balls basically.
Like
They were like
little
marbles
pellets?
almost.
Dude, I played with my brother's one,
Uh-huh.
and he's older than me.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
he got like the FDA never knew about this
Oh.
one. Wait, food and drug, whatever. But they came with metal bearings.
No.
And it was sick, dude. We would put up a board in the backyard, and we'd shoot them, and it would just
Did you get hit by
punch
one?
right through.
Ever?
Oh yeah, in the back.
And just like welted.
Yeah, no, it fucked me up.
Yeah, dude,
We
those
did a
things
lot
are
of shit like that. I
crazy.
played airsoft and paintball with
I
it.
definitely
yeah.
like messed around with the BB gun,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
I had I did a thing when I was younger. 'Cause my brother showed me how to throw cards really hard.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
But
could you do it now?
Probably.
That's awesome.
I haven't done it in a while, but I was the only one in my friend group in high school that could do it, and so we'd get rowdy, silly.
we get silly.
We get silly.
It'd be
We
silly
get
time.
silly sometimes.
Okay.
And we, like guys do, we just like find ways to hurt each other.
Yeah.
And try to withstand it as best we could.
Yeah.
But at one point, it was like, Miguel, do the thing. And they're like, okay, we're doing the thing.
Do
And
the
then
thing.
all my friends would line up along the wall. Get the shit out of here. All my friends would line up along the wall, shirtless, and I would
yeah.
be like, firing squad. And I would just have a deck of cards and I'd just keep throwing it at them. And I'd be like, who could last the longest?
No way.
I got one of my friends in the nipple.
That's pretty good aim.
It had a line.
Did it slice him? Oh, no.
Yeah, no, a lot of lines on them, but that was fun.
That's fucking-
I was the only one who could do it, so that was the best part.
That is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
like you were never
Firing
in the
squad.
line. It's also not
No,
a
I was
firing
never in the
squad.
line.
That's like you just shooting a bunch of people.
Yeah, it was
That's not a
execution. More
firing
like,
squad,
it's
yeah.
execution. Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
No.
That was a lot of fun, though.
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
We got pretty rowdy back then.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
me, and my friends would just like throw sticks at each other. We never had anything like specific like that.
Wait,
would
where'd
just,
you grow up, Ohio?
Tacoma, man.
Oh, okay.
okay,
The
yeah.
Ohio of
Yeah,
Washington.
we'd
yeah.
take our bikes off the street and we would just like bike around and find this little like, oh god, find this little like dirt like track and just like throw shit at each other. Like that was our whole thing, dude. Have I told you guys a story about how I almost got kidnapped in Tacoma?
No.
Oh man, do you want to hear it? I mean, it's pretty simple.
I don't think
Essentially,
I don't think it came up at work.
You don't think it came up naturally?
No, I don't think
So essentially, the story is we're at UPS, the college campus in Tacoma, right? And there's this dog that's like running away from this old couple. And me and my friend Alexander at the time are like chasing this dog, trying to help this like older couple get their dog back, right?
Oh,
Because like
no.
we were like I was in like 6th grade probably, so I probably
Sure.
should have known better. But essentially, we're chasing this dog, and we probably go like 20 blocks. We go really far away, and then this dog just ends up at a house where the old couple already is. And so we're in front of their house. They're like, "Oh my god, I guess he just came home," right? And so and so they're like, "Do you guys want to ride back to the campus?" And we were like, okay. Like they gave us each $20. They were like
$20, some
yeah.
candy.
Yeah,
Dude,
they were like,
funny
"You can do it."
smelling
Yeah,
brownies.
That's what I'm saying. They gave us both
You could do a lot with $20.
Yeah, they gave us both $20. We get in this van and they're driving us back to UPS, right? So all of the red flags, every single one of them.
Yeah.
And we start rolling up to the campus. I didn't actually get kidnapped. I guess this is important to like note.
Right.
But
Well, you're here.
yeah,
Right.
but like I could have been here and been kidnapped like that. Like
I mean, that's possible.
People
no,
get
so-
unkidnapped. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So we're like, me and my friend Alexander are rolling back. We have our bikes in the back of the van, and we're rolling up in the van. And my sister, who's like at UPS at the time with like the rest of our friends, is like, "Oh my god, that looks like a rapist van." And then and then me and my friend get out of it, and then she's like, "Oh." So,
God.
yeah, it was like a really like it was just such a terrible. And I told my mom about it later, obviously, right? Because I was like, "Oh my god, like
my
you just
God.
got like I was like, oh my god, I got $20. Like it was awesome."
Dude,
and she was like,
I went into this
"No."
van,
Yeah,
$20.
and she was
He
like,
told me
"That-
to close my eyes.
and she was like, "No, that is the worst thing you could have possibly done." And I was like, "I'll never do it again." like it was such like a it shows like my naivety, I guess, when I was younger.
See, if-
because I just trusted that person. But I was in downtown Tacoma at a college campus where I was not like close to home, and we went 20 blocks away from like my friends, and I didn't know where we were. That's why I accepted the ride home.
Right.
And like it was every single red flag possible, and we were fine. So They drove us home, or they drove us to UPS. I was like, I don't want you seeing my home, so I had them drop us back over the campus, which is like that was my one like
Okay.
right.
There's like one point of rationale.
I was like, I don't want you seeing where I live.
Yeah, that'd be weird. It'd be weird if you saw where I lived. But I'll get in your van.
Yeah, right. And so like that's essentially the story. But I was such a dumb fucking kid.
I see. I feel like as an adult, I'd be like, somebody's like, "It's $20. You want to get in my van?" I'd weigh my options at that point. I'd be like, I think I'd fight them. I'd get $20.
Look at the
I think
old man, and you'd be like, I could sleep you.
Bah, yeah, I think I could sleep you. Yeah,
sleep you.
like just get a gauge for like what he looks like. Being like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
$20. $20 is $20.
You're like I could
In this economy?
Yeah. Well, like
In this economy, that's at least
that's
like
an hour and a half of work basically. Almost
That's
a little bit
two-
less, but
20-piece McNuggets.
wow.
Yeah,
That's awful when
Is
you
that
put it
how-
like
that's
that.
our
McDonald's is not broke people food anymore.
That's our metric now.
It costs like $6 to get 2 McChickens now. That shit's fucked.
Here's the thing, dude. Because I was talking to you about this when we were playing Apex the other day. There was like like the McDonald's app. It's funny because I never used to eat McDonald's until I went to college, and I was like, fuck. Like
It's easy.
money is like
It's easy.
it's so easy.
Yeah.
And so I downloaded the McDonald's app, right? And the deals on there are fucking crazy.
Really?
Like if you get a 20-piece McNugget, they give you like there's a deal where it's like, yeah, get a 20-piece McNugget, get 2 of any size fry free. You can get a 20-piece McNugget and
that's a good
2
deal.
large
Dude,
fries
oh my god.
for free.
Do you know what I figured out the other day? That McDonald's coats their fries in like beef flavoring. Do you know that?
So no, actually they don't.
They
anymore,
don't?
I think.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, they got in trouble with the vegans.
Really? Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say because the only reason
Yeah.
I figured this out is because I'm like I'm just recently I've gone vegetarian,
Okay.
so I was like looking up. I was like really hungry at like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like where could I get food?
Right.
And then I saw that like they do like the beef flavoring, and I was like, why would they do that? Like, do you think it really is better? Like, it's got to be, right?
I might be misspeaking. I know they got in trouble with vegans. I don't know if they changed anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
I mean,
but
I could have read like a 3-year-old
I remember hearing
article.
about that though.
Yeah, no, isn't
all
that
the
wild?
vegans were like, bro.
All
but
the
fries
vegans.
though, bro. But fries, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Just don't go to
I need my
McDonald's. It's
fries.
not
I
that
need
hard.
my
Yeah.
fries,
Yeah.
dude. Those fries are salty.
And that
They're-
is because they have beef flavoring on them. Imagine like pouring chicken broth on fries.
No, but like
No, it's salt. It's salt. It's salt.
No, it's
Well,
salt.
of course, right,
Because
but-
no, but like
it's
when
like a
you're-
little shaker that they put over.
Yeah. No, I worked at a
But, like,
Chick-fil-A.
when
I know
you're
how it
looking
works.
at-
Oh.
Yeah.
When you're looking at those fries, you get like it's just coated.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you can
it's true.
see all the little salt crystals,
Have
and you're
you-
like, "Holy shit,
Have you guys ever put sugar on fries?
dude!"
Why I gotta say it like that? Are you judging me?
Yes.
Have you ever done that?
What do you think?
I'm
What do you think? By the way, I'm looking at you. What do you think?
gonna assume probably not.
Yeah, no.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's pretty good. It's like have you ever dipped a fry in a Frosty?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same concept, except
No,
instead of a
it's
Frosty,
not.
it's pure sugar.
Dude, there's you know who he is. There's this there's this video of this kid there's this video of this kid at a grocery store.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's this video of this kid at a grocery store, and there's like a bag of sugar that's ripped open, and he's just licking the sugar off the shelf.
Off the show.
Off the shelf, and then he's like 6, and then he turns around and looks at the camera and starts flashing gang signs. It's
Yeah. He's like,
crazy.
fucking
Dude,
killed
I
it.
should go
Fucking
reenact-
killed
I
it.
should go
dude.
reenact that video.
Yeah,
No
it's
lie, that would be funny. That's
That's
so
him.
fucked.
Bring some fries.
Yo, I mean, hey, don't knock it till you try. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
I'll
gonna
knock it.
I'm gonna
That's
knock
fine.
it. Yeah.
Why?
I'm not trying it.
You guys are crazy.
I actually ordered
with
McDonald's
sugar on
fries recently with
Really?
no salt.
Why?
What?
Because you
I
want
ha-
people to get them fresh.
Okay,
Is
I
that
had
why?
a theory.
Okay.
And I think I was correct.
Okay, spill it.
Is that if I order with no salt,
Okay.
is I think they pre-salt them. So if I
Oh.
order without salt, they come out fresh.
They do. They 100% do.
Boom. So yeah,
No,
you can
that's
get
100%
fresher
of
fries,
truth.
and then you just
It-
put
it-
some ketchup on it.
It's honestly just
What's the
annoying for
difference?
the employees, though. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, that's not your fault, but I'm just
Okay.
letting you know. Someone just works at a fast food. It's like annoying as fuck.
Okay.
Because when I worked at Chick-fil-A,
that's why I never wanted to do food service.
people would always say that it was like an allergy instead, like because like that was the only way that we would do it at Chick-fil-A is if people told us it was an allergy.
Yeah.
And so there's like been times where I've accidentally given like salted fries to someone who said it was an allergy, and I'm like, what do you think the odds are they're lying? And then like I watch them go to the dining hall and like dining room, and I see them pick up salt packets. I'm like, these motherfuckers, these bitches,
These
dude.
stupid
That was my
fucking
favorite
assholes.
thing about working at Chick-fil-A was kicking people out at the end of the night. All my coworkers hated doing it because they were like peaceful Christian people or whatever. But I loved it.
You actually worked at a homophobic
I hated
Chick-fil-A?
it. I
That's
hated
awesome.
it all the time.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
The pay was really good, but I eventually left because I was like, why would I ever why am I still working here?
Mm-hmm.
And I went back and worked at a round table instead.
Okay.
They have one in Tacoma?
Huh?
They have one in Tacoma?
A Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
I was part of the opening crew for the one in Federal Way. But
Because I had never tried Chick-fil-A until a couple years ago.
it's not
not
nothing
amazing.
crazy. It's good.
Their sauces are good. I'll give them that.
Their
Yes.
sauces are good.
Sorry,
Their
you
sauce
can
is
You can get
good.
that at the grocery store.
Well, yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they make so much more profit off the stuff you buy at the grocery store than. That's probably not true.
I don't think
The
that's
more I
true.
think about it, it's probably not true. But
I mean, I think the chicken's pretty good. My wife's kind of obsessed with it because that's
Really?
what she like ate when she was younger.
oh
She
yeah,
lived-
is she not from here originally?
No, she's moved around a little bit, but
Okay.
most of her years when she was like maybe 6 to like 12 was like in Colorado, and
Oh,
they have
Okay.
Chick-fil-A, and that was her spot.
Yeah, I know. My friend Ethan went to a college down in Southern California that had Chick-fil-A on campus, and you could use your campus money, your like food dining dollars, to buy
What?
Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Monopoly money.
Yeah.
Monopoly
No,
money
my
to
favorite
get-
things at Western, they were called Viking dollars. So me and my friends would call them V-Bucks, which was just fucking awesome.
Fortnite. Whoa.
V-Bucks. Yeah, we would call
Oh
them
my God.
V-Bucks.
Nice.
This guy.
Yeah, but yeah, he
Don't
could
get
buy
him too excited.
Chick-fil-A.
He plays Fortnite.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I just play.
Are you
it to
building God?
I play it to bully children online.
That game has
I play
proximity
no
chat,
build
right?
so that I can just bully the kids.
That game has proximity chat, right? So you can like kill someone and like scream at them.
I don't need to hear them. That's too much. I don't want to hear them. I just want to see their body die.
Like what's the noise it makes? Like it makes
Yeah,
like
the
a weird
little despawn
like,
noise.
Yeah.
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 That's all I want.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
give him a
it-
break though, because like he plays with his wife, so
I do
Nice.
play with my wife.
That's
yeah.
a fun thing.
Yeah. It's also a good game if you're getting fucking destroyed in Apex and you go in Fortnite. You're like, what is this?
Apex
It's
is
so
a
easy.
sweaty game for sure.
Yeah.
that
It's
game
like-
is sweaty as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it is sweaty, but I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a good time.
You should play Valorant.
No, that's okay.
Can I ask you why? Do you just not like it? Is it just not fun for you? Which is fine.
It's slow. It's
It is
a
slow.
slow game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just use your brain, fucking knucklehead.
Jesus
That was more offensive than I wanted to be. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that's like the most aggressive thing I've ever heard come out of Mason's mouth.
He was thinking about it was
'Cause he was-
closing time at Chick-fil-A, and you want to get me the fuck out of here. Shut up, you fucking use your brain, knucklehead. Just your fucking brain. Get out of here. We're closed.
Literally, we would put the chairs up around them. That was the funnest.
Pent up. Oh my God.
Well,
We're talking about Chick-fil-A. That's what I'm saying.
I hate
He
it.
thought I
working
was
there.
he thought I was a gay man in Chick-fil-A during closing, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of here! It's almost Sunday."
That was the best
Sabbath.
thing, though, was I didn't have to work Sunday.
I know.
It was
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
a dedicated day off every
yeah,
time.
because you were
Right.
busy praying to the Bible, right?
Nope.
Right.
I was
yeah.
too busy freaking sinning on my Sundays.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Can we publish this?
Okay. Yeah, this is
I'm
okay.
getting
This
silly.
be
I'm
public?
sorry. I'm getting silly.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Dude, that's fucking knucklehead. Well, you were saying something insane to Ty the other day that I remember you told me as well. You were like, yeah, to wind down, I play solo Apex.
Yeah.
That's psycho.
I do.
To wind down.
Yeah, I do. I play.
That's one of those moments
where
where you drop in and then you just insta die and you're like, oh, I guess we go again.
Well, I think this comes back to the whole thing. Like, I don't rage at games.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't get like rage pent up or anything like that. I'm just like, oh shit, I killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Nah.
fun. Oh shit, hell yeah.
I rage when it's my fault. If it's someone else's fault, I usually don't care because it's out of my control. But if I fuck up, like that's why
Interesting.
I rage at fighting games a lot. Like when I play fighting games, I
Oh,
get
man.
a lot more emotional when I play fighting games because I know it's my fault and I know I misinputted
Dude.
or I know I fucked up.
Don't even get me started. Madison and dude, you can't even bring up Smash Bros. Around Madison and I. Like, I will get so fucking mad, and so will she. We'll just go back and forth.
I've
for
just
ages.
accepted that she's better than me. That's kind of where I'm at this point.
She's not better than me. Madison, if you're listening to this, you're not better
I'm
than
telling you right now, she's better than you.
me. Dude, fuck you. She's not better than me.
She's better than all of us.
Yeah, 100%.
She's not better than me.
100%.
All of us.
Like I'm telling you right now.
As someone who doesn't play,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, fair enough, right?
My
Damn
expert
it.
opinion, definitely.
My expert opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get mad when it's my fault. And that's why I like Valorant a lot because I can I've talked about this a lot,
Yeah.
like just in passing, but just like is because I can think about the game and like the whole map perspective, and I can like use a utility to like give myself favorable fights to where it's never my fault. Like if I lose, it's because I either got outplayed and it's fine, or I just lost an aim duel and that's just RNG in Valorant. So like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, see, that's why I probably don't get rage because I don't really.
You just don't
like,
care.
I'm not too hard on myself,
which is fair.
I'm not even a comp player most of the time.
Oh,
I just like to have fun.
You're just casual.
Yeah,
I respect that.
I got that ADHD brain, so I'm always listening to something.
Yeah, I always have music on.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
listen
crazy to me.
Podcasts. I listen to
Really?
people talking.
I don't
all
really
day,
listen to
every day.
podcasts. I don't know, like I don't know why. Obviously, I'm recording one, but like
Right,
I think they're too long to hold my attention.
See, I love a long.
Really?
podcast. I love a long form YouTube video that I can listen to.
I do like long form YouTube
I'm all
videos
about
though.
it.
Like I do watch a lot of like gaming retrospectives. You know what I mean? When people like talk about like old game series.
The video essays are
I
fantastic.
love video essays. I mess
Yeah.
with them. I think Kingdom Hearts is what got me into that.
Really?
'Cause I used to watch like a lot of Kingdom Hearts videos, and like those a lot of the times they were like either the timeline ones that are like an hour and a half long, or they were like theory ones that were like 45 minutes long. And like I think that's what got me into watching those videos. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts guy.
Big Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
guy.
I mean,
Yeah, he's got the tattoo.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
I
big
never
Kingdom Hearts
played
guy.
that. Never played that.
There are definitely ones that I probably like. If you haven't played them now, you probably shouldn't go back and play
No,
them.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I'll be
also,
honest.
I heard like a little bit of lore, and I was like, okay.
It's fucking. I mean, do
Okay.
you want to hear it all? I could explain it all to you real
No,
quick.
Oh
Okay.
my god, this guy.
I could.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know how much time we got, but
How much time do we
I could explain it all.
I can't even read
Yeah,
that.
no, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, no, it's kind of a crazy.
It's a
series.
convoluted
Yeah.
game.
I
It's
haven't even-
it's a game that's like was the first game was really simple, and then everything after that just it got crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of fairly new. Would you consider that a JRPG?
Yeah,
right.
probably.
It's very Final Fantasy style.
Yeah, it's just an AJRPG, so like action JRPG.
action
so
JRPG.
like,
I'm pretty new to JRPGs. but
JRPGs
I-
are fun.
I've been going hard.
Well, I mean, because you're a big
what-
Final
what's-
Fantasy fan, right?
I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
My favorite Final Fantasy, which is like
have yet to play one.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Start with. I mean, everyone says start with 7, but I say start with 10. 10.
I have a yeah. I was playing 10.
I would definitely play
I have
10
10. Yeah,
because
I
like
have a-
7 is fun, but it's like the systems aren't explained well,
Are you talking
and
about
the
the remake?
graphics. No, the
talking about
older
the
one,
OG?
the
Okay.
OG. But the graphics are almost just not good enough to justify starting with 7 until you already know how to play a JRPG.
Right.
Whereas
right,
like 10 is like
Well,
good enough still.
I do know how to play a JRPG now.
Okay.
I started with this is kind of a crazy one, but I started with Persona 5.
Persona 5 is good.
Which is-
Persona
yeah,
5
great
is
game.
So
really,
long.
really good.
So
I haven't
long.
beaten Persona 5 yet. Persona 4 though is one of my favorite games of all time.
I have that queued up as well.
That game is one of my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
Mad recommend Persona 4.
Yeah, Persona 5 took me so long to play
Mhm.
that
That's like a 60-hour game, like default, right?
No,
Is
it's
it
like
longer than that?
90, isn't it?
90.
Yeah.
Damn.
90.
Yeah, 90-hour game.
on
Super
average.
long.
On
Yeah.
average. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's probably why I
super-
haven't finished it yet.
Super long. And it took so long that I would take breaks because there's
Oh,
kind
like
of
long breaks in
yeah,
between?
there's kind of like a
Uh,
structure where like a certain season will end and you can kind of like take a break without like
Oh.
like the story part of the story's wrapped
It, like,
up.
It like pauses essentially.
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're like,
so
I'm doing my daily
at those
school.
moments,
Yeah.
I would take a break, and I got so into playing Persona, I was like, I want to play another JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
So in between breaks of playing Persona 5, I played through all of Three Houses.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh
Fire Emblem
my
I was
God.
like, Three Houses, this is sick.
Fire Emblem was
yeah,
cool.
the tactical RPG
I
stuff.
love it. I
is
love
so
tactical
good.
RPG. Have you played the tactical RPG stuff? I mess with a lot.
Yeah.
I played
I
the
like
Fire
it.
Emblem mobile app a lot when it came out.
Bro, that's a money sink.
I-
Watch it.
But like
Or
that's what
watch
I'm
it.
saying. I was too poor when I played it,
Oh.
so I was able to avoid
So you
that.
just did all the
yeah,
all
I
the
did
dailies.
I did all
Damn.
the free shit I could.
All the dailies, yeah.
I did all the free shit I could for sure.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
I'm an MMO guy too. Like I'll play Final Fantasy 14, which is again probably my favorite game of all time.
I enjoy a good MMO.
And then World of Warcraft. I played.
I'm not an MMO guy.
Yeah, they're just
Can't do
like
it.
they just take too much time,
That's
fair.
the problem.
and they cost money monthly, which is just awful. It's just
Yeah.
abysmal to like because like when I reopen my subscription to either World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy because I don't have them open all the time. I literally like almost cry. I hate it. I'm like, why am I paying $50 to play a month of this game?
Yeah, I can't
It
play a
feels
game
bad.
for so long.
Yeah.
I have to try new games like every couple months.
Really, I was just telling this
I
guy
can't stick to
that
it.
I think I'm done learning new games.
That's we did talk about that.
I think when like a new like in terms of like new multiplayer games like Terraria, I'm never gonna learn Terraria.
Which is fair.
I'm past
You
the point.
know,
I'm past the point of learning that game.
I was thinking about that more actually literally on my bus ride from school back home today. Like I was on the bus and I was thinking about what you said and I was because one of our new employees, Harrison.
Does he go by Harry? Sorry.
He goes by Harry.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to double check that.
Yeah, you're a wizard. I love a good roguelike. Roguelikes are one of my favorite like genre of game, if not my favorite. And so he recommended this game called Noida.
Noida's good.
And I had heard of it, but I hadn't played it. And I mean, you know, there's a million other roguelikes that I have like on my list that I have played, that I really enjoy. So it was on sale like yesterday. I think it's still on sale, but it was half off, so I bought it. And I tried it for like maybe 30 minutes, and then I was like, I'm just too tired. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
And then on the bus this morning, I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe Mason was right. I was like, maybe that's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't know if I have the patience to like learn a new game.
Yeah.
Just like learn how to play it.
Yeah, I've just put so much time in like specific games at this point to where it like, I don't know, man. Maybe if a new game comes out, I'd consider, like when Valor came out, I put so much time into that game because it was interesting to learn. But like games like that just, in my opinion, they're just not interesting enough to learn.
How old are you?
23.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, like, what do you think? Do you think like?
Well, I started JRPGs like 4
you know
years
what?
ago.
That's
so
a,
like,
that's a
literally,
great point.
Yeah,
that's a
I was
great
like,
point.
I was getting bored of like playing the same.
But like, did you have like a competitive game you would play?
Yeah, no, I would play a lot of like multiplayer shooters and stuff like that. And I got to the point where I was like,
did you get bad?
No. Fuck you.
It was a question. It was a question, man. I didn't imply.
Fuck you, Chick-fil-A. No, I got to the point where I was like, I'm playing this game, and I'm like, I've been playing it for months, and I'm like, I have no memory of anything.
And
it's
like, all like just blended together.
Yeah, it's just like I just remember like hanging out with people, but I don't remember me actually playing the game.
Yeah, it just happens
for the past few months. So I was like, I need to play single player stuff. So I started playing single player stuff. And in that journey, I found JRPGs.
Oh,
and so I started playing JRPGs more, and I fucking fell in love with them.
Nice,
Yeah.
Love it. That's actually awesome.
Yeah, because I was just like, I need to have something to retain. Because it's kind of like, like I get on binges for like watching movies. It's like I haven't felt like a story in a long time. I just need to like,
you need something to really like invoke feelings.
Yeah. And then for games, I was playing so many games at that time, so I was like, I want to play something with like a narrative.
Yeah,
so.
that's the crazy thing is I actually like just recently had that like mindset like 2 weeks ago. I was I was playing a shit ton of Valorant, and then I was like, like I want something to like actually stimulate my brain in a different way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I started
You're not
playing.
just looking at kill board scores,
I'm not looking at the same. I'm not looking at the
shit.
same 7 maps over and over and over again.
Yeah,
like right. And
that's
so,
where I got recently.
Yeah, and so I started playing. I've always been a Ratchet and Clank fan, so that I bought the new Ratchet and Clank, and I've been playing through that. I've played a handful of JRPGs. Like Chrono Trigger is one that I've started recently replaying. Chrono Trigger is really good.
You also got Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat 1 I got in that frame as well. I played the campaign, but
is that out?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
shit.
really fun. Really fun.
I saw some of the story stuff, and I was like, oh, this looks fun.
You were showing
it's
me
one of the most simplistic fighting games to get into, in my opinion.
You showed me the tweets of what it looks like on the Switch. It's like all
terrible. It's terrible.
All of them are just missing eyelids. And it's so funny.
I literally told a customer was like looking for it the other day, and I was like, "Do you have any other console you could buy this on?" I literally he was like, "Oh yeah, I have an Xbox One or an Xbox X." I was like, "Please buy it for that console."
Please.
I was like, "Portability is not worth what you're gonna get with that. With that. I was like, please buy it."
Fighting game on Joy-Cons
feels awful. Probably feels awful.
Why would you do that?
No, probably feels terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason that like Smash is like one of the most prominent games on
the platform.
Yeah, just because it's like one of the only games that like just feels good.
It feels
on the Switch. Like it feels natural.
It does.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely just did recently have that same like mindset of I need something to stimulate me past. Let me throw this smoke here. Let me stop this push. Let me try to aim.
Yeah.
Like I 100% had that moment.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
It is spooky month.
Spooky month.
Do you have
any spooky stories?
Ooh. I'd have to think about it. Do you have anything that comes right
That's
to mind?
That's a good question. I do have something that I can think of off the top of my head, actually.
So I was dreaming, was about to get stabbed, roll. Had a concussion ever since.
None of this is real.
Yeah.
All this is a figment of my imagination.
Dude, I have that fear a lot. Like we don't need to get into it, but go ahead.
So I can't remember exactly where it is. It's closer to it's some old military base, Fort something. But
Okay.
Point is,
sorry, it doesn't matter.
there's a bunch of houses located near this fort. I guess that were medical bays and just like
Ooh.
residencies for people for like these people to live. And I remember me and my family took a vacation out there. Like
I just
and we
Okay.
stayed in like one of the houses because they're like open for
ew,
like
that's funky.
it was crazy. But they all look like really good. They all look really cool.
Okay.
But I very, very distinctly remember like there's no second floor. There's an attic, but there's no second floor.
Oh, so there's something up there,
There's
but there's
something
nothing
up
up there. Right. Okay.
and there's footsteps. Like they're like heavy. Like it sounds like somebody's wearing like boots.
Oh,
like
damn.
like stomping along. And
Did anyone else hear it, or was it just you?
I don't know if anyone else
Because I feel
heard
like
it.
it's a lot scarier if it's just you.
Yeah, I don't think I talked to anybody else in my family about it, or if
You
they
didn't
heard
ask.
it.
You weren't like, did anybody hear that?
No, I was just like,
Were you terrified of the answer?
yeah.
You're like, what if somebody is up there?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
to God. But yeah,
That's
no, that
crazy.
is the first thing that comes to mind. My grandma had another story, a similar thing, like attic footsteps. But what made it even scarier is that those footsteps started like running down the stairs.
Jesus.
That's
fuck.
sketchy.
Yeah,
That's like the one sound I cannot handle in
It's
like,
like-
in like a horror game.
Really?
It's like footsteps coming towards you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
you know you're about to be in imminent danger.
yeah, no, it's awful. I
Yeah,
hate it.
I don't have very many like spooky story moments. I have like one specifically where basically it was just I was in this like really old town in like Nevada somewhere because we were in like Lake Tahoe and they have this like historic town you can drive to that's like an hour away.
sure.
And I was the kind of kid, I was probably like 12, where I always would talk shit about ghosts. I'm like, ghosts aren't real. I'd always talk mad shit.
Boo, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And so when I go into this little like lockup, like under like basically a dungeon is the way I would describe it underneath this like saloon.
Is
Like,
this part of the kidnap story?
oh no, no.
Okay.
It sounds familiar though.
Yeah, it
right?
does sound familiar.
No, but essentially
20
just
bucks.
like I'd always just like
20
scream out
bucks is down
talking
there.
shit. But like I don't remember it very distinctly. But I remember my mom telling me after the fact that she was like, yeah, you came up to me really like scared and afraid of something in there, and I was like, what? Like, did I really? I was like, it's weird because I didn't remember. Like that's probably like the
Yo.
closest thing to me, but I don't know. I was
You
an
got ghost
asshole.
napped.
I usually yeah right. I got like possessed.
That's crazy.
But like
That's crazy.
I was never like afraid of that stuff a lot of the times growing up, but my sister really was. So I would fuck with her. Like I have a lot of asshole stories in terms of like when we were younger, when we lived in downtown Tacoma in this really old house.
Yeah.
Me and my family watched The Conjuring together for the first time.
Oh, great
Right,
movie.
great movie.
Great movie.
And I don't remember when it came out, but I was probably 12, 13.
I
My
wanna say, like,
sister was probably
2011.
like 14.
That's crazy.
Um,
I'm old as fuck.
And we finished watching the movie, and we have this creepy basement, right?
Hell yeah.
And Riley has to go get her laundry, which is my sister, down in the creepy basement. And I'm like, oh, Riley, I'll go down there with you. Like, I'll keep like
2013.
2013. So I was 13, she was 14. And I'm like, I'll go down there with you, and I'll make sure that like you're I'll make sure the lights are on, right? And so
Oh, dude.
she walked down the stairs a little bit. And I feel so bad about this now. But she walks down the stairs, I slam the door closed, and I lock it. And she goes, she screamed,
Yo.
dude, she is screaming for her
Yo.
life. And I felt so
my
bad.
God.
My mom like hears the screaming. She goes, "What is going on?" And I was like, I just locked Riley in there. Like I was like, I
You
felt
were proud of
I
it?
was in the moment. And then she comes out and she's like sobbing and like really distressed. And I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
holy shit! I probably just scarred her for life. Like I hope that she's
Dude.
okay. Like I literally in my mind, my little like 13-year-old mind was like, holy shit! Did I just scar her
Quick
for life?
question.
Yeah.
Older or younger than you?
Older, 1 year older. She's
Okay.
15 months older than I am.
Okay.
So like really, really
If
close.
it was like a 6-year-old,
No,
I'd be
no,
like,
no.
You're
I'd be like,
evil.
that's fucked
no,
up.
no,
You're evil.
she's older than me.
What-
Okay.
And then the second story is just it's like less bad, but I forced her to play Outlast, and
Oh, okay.
and so
Nice.
like
That's like a classic
I'm like
though.
sitting next to her and she's playing Outlast. She's in the intro, and like there's that one jump scare in the intro where you
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
pushed off the second floor.
Yeah.
And like she's like I like have her turn all the lights off, I have to have headphones on, so she's in it, and I'm watching her play, and she gets pushed up, that like jump scare happens, and she starts sobbing, just like straight up sobbing. And I was like, Riley, I was like, are you? I was like, I'm laughing at first because I'm like, dude, that's so funny. She got
Do you
so
know
scared,
what happened?
huh?
She remembered the basement.
That's 100%
She remembered the
possible.
basement moment. She's like, not again.
And so she's like sobbing, and I'm like laughing originally, and then I realized that she's sobbing, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, Riley, you don't have to keep playing. Like you could, like, it's a game. We could turn it off. Like we could be done. She was like, I need to stop. And so we turned it off. And
That's so
like,
funny.
and it's the worst part now is because I've said this a couple times. I don't know if on the podcast or not. I was such an asshole when I was younger. Just like I was just straight up an asshole.
I feel like I probably was
to a
too.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I was not a good, like I was like the type of kid that like you'd see in the stream be like, I hope he trips on a curb. Like
I was friends with a lot of kids like you. I
yeah,
think.
yeah. Like, that's the type
Yeah.
of shit that you'd see.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
straight up an asshole until I got to high school, and then I realized I was an asshole, and I like tried to stop being an asshole.
Right.
So,
right.
but
There's-
yeah, that's kind of my like spooky story. It's just I'm being an asshole to my sister,
Yeah,
and
you
the one
Yeah.
ghost experience.
Traumatizing your sister.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I bet you she would like think back and like laugh now. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
I would hope so.
I'll ask her about it, and if she starts crying, I'll realize that it's real trauma.
You really fucked her up.
Yeah, I'll realize at
Gotta
that
pay
point.
for those
She likes the
therapist
Conjuring
bills.
movie now,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
There you
probably
go.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny
reminds her-
because
It reminds
yeah.
reminds her of her childhood.
Both my
Everything
siblings, both my siblings are younger than me. But my brother is 13. My sister is 6. I've never like scared her. She's never really scared me because I mean, we just don't have that dynamic. But my brother and I, we're super chill. But he scared the shit out of me more times than I can count,
Really?
unintentionally. Especially when I lived with my parents. I used to have to get up super early because I had a 0 period for high school. And so I would get up early. I would have to like take the bus, whatever. And he was a pretty early riser too, but I was up at like 5 a.m, right? I was up early and I didn't want to wake anybody else up. And so in my head, I was like, I got up, needed to go like do breakfast things. I was like, fuck, I don't want to like do all this out in the kitchen. It's going to be loud. So I was
Oh,
like, whatever.
yeah.
I'm just going to like bring the stuff to my room because I had a desk. I was like, I'm just going to make my bowl of cereal and like eat at my desk.
Did you ever do the thing where you like poured everything in your mouth at the same time? Like
No.
I feel like it's the
No,
type of shit you
definitely
do.
not.
Imagine he's like Gollum, but
But I
It's
remember
just dark.
so there's this long hallway that we have in our house, and there's like 2 entrances. But on one side of the hallway is my brother's room. On the other side of the hallway is my room. And the kitchen is outside one of these entrances. I'm in the kitchen. I'm like shuttling stuff back into my room. Last thing I need to grab, the milk. I grab the milk. I start walking into the hallway, and I walk into the entrance. And to my left, there's just a short silhouetted, like dark figure. And he didn't make any noise. Like there was not a creak in the floorboards, nothing that indicated to me that he was there. And I walked in and I was like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck?" And like,
and I punched him, crumpled the kid.
no, but he looks at me, he's like rubbing his eyes, like, "Good morning, JS."
'cause he
And I'm
just
like,
woke up.
"Okay, dude."
Yeah.
I thought it was intentional.
Yeah, he's like, "Good
Oh,
morning,
dude.
JS." I'm like,
Good morning, JS.
Okay, dude.
You literally just screamed. It might have been intentional considering he just screamed for his life.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Hey, how's it going?"
yeah, exactly.
Like, holy shit.
No, do you have any good spooky stories?
Yeah, I was gonna
before we
say.
wrap up.
I have a story that is scary regardless if it was a ghost or not, because either it was a ghost or it was a person. Because my house I was at in high school, it was like the entrance was like top level,
Sure.
and then like the other story was underneath, but it wasn't a basement. It was like
It was like on a hill or something.
Yeah, it was on a hill.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah,
what you
it's
mean.
a
I know
split
what you
level
mean.
house.
Yeah.
And I slept downstairs because that's where most of the rooms were.
Sure.
My mom slept upstairs, and one day I was like, I don't know, I passed out or something, kind of early after school, and all the lights were on, and because I passed out, and I woke
Classic.
up in my room, all the lights were on, and my door was open, which is not atypical. It was normal, and I was like, I turned on my TV and I saw my mom walking like in the living room, and then after a moment I realized, wait, the shadow that I saw, I didn't see my mom. The shadow of what I thought my mom was didn't like come to my room or say anything or do anything, and I was like, what's going on? I was gonna go check just because out of curiosity.
Yeah.
And all the lights are on. There's nobody there, and my back door is wide open.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Was anything like amiss when you walked out there, other than the back door being open?
Well, okay. Then I go upstairs.
Oh, okay.
All the lights are off.
Okay.
Because my mom had gone to bed, and that was freaky. And then it got really freaky when I looked at my front door, which was also wide open.
That's fucking crazy.
My God.
Someone caravan through your house, just being like, "Hey, how's it going in here?"
Yeah, but there was nothing like amiss. There's nothing wrong. I just know I saw a shadow
You saw
of a person,
That's crazy.
like on a wall,
Yeah.
and I assumed it was my mom. But
Yeah.
and
You're
then I
right.
went out. Yeah,
Dude,
Is that
that's
a house that you
insane.
were in for a long
Oh my
time?
God.
'Cause You said when you were in high school. Is that a house you were
Yeah.
in for like a long time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah. And
Obviously,
both doors were wide open. I told my mom, I was like, I don't know what's happening. Both doors are open.
Oh
and
my
I think
God.
I
You,
saw
like,
somebody
woke her up?
downstairs.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I had
That's
to.
dude, that's insane.
I told her, and I
guess you
said,
would've been like, "Was that you?" Like you would have like, did you ask?
She was passed out. There's
you're
no
like, it
way.
couldn't
She was
have been.
passed
There's
out.
no
Yeah, so
way.
you're not gonna wake her
It
up
was
and
like
be like,
1 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my
which
God.
is even worse.
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Oh my God.
I told
dude.
her, I was like, I don't know what's going on. Both doors are open. Call the police. And I went down to my room, and I had like knives or whatever, like mall ninja.
Oh yeah, you had like a.
like any teenage kid.
And I was just like, casing the house just to see like
Yeah,
if
if there was
anything
anything.
had been moved, and
Reasonable.
nothing had been
Which
moved.
I think is reasonable.
Nothing was stolen.
Yeah.
just both doors open,
What the hell?
and I saw the person, or I saw the shadow of the person.
Yeah.
right outside my
That's
bedroom
fucking
door.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's too real. That's
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's like real as
yeah,
fuck.
it fucking sucks.
That's
Actually,
scary.
briefly before we end, I have a similar experience that I want to talk about. So, in my current apartment where I live now,
Oh, fun.
so just for reference, I keep it's not an actual handgun. It's non-lethal. It fires these like pellets that burst with pepper spray, mostly meant for like home defense.
Yeah.
I just keep it like very tucked away because I don't use it.
Right.
I mean, I don't think I'll need to use it in Bellingham. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I do very distinctly remember my roommate Logan usually moves out during the summer, and he wasn't there. And I was asleep, and I had heard something super, super loud in my apartment, and I woke up, and I was like, "That's weird." And I like opened the door, like my bedroom door, briefly, and like peeked out, and my the door to my deck was open.
Oh.
And I was like,
Shit.
fuck. And I like closed the door. I grabbed my handgun, and I I felt like a Rainbow Six player. I was like
You were
peeking
clear
the corner.
corners.
Yeah, I was like peeking the corner.
You're like,
I peeked the corner, saw that the door was open, and I was like, "That's fucking weird." And then I turned around, and my front door was open too.
Oh no.
And I was like, "Dude," I was like, "This is fucking awful."
It's like someone walked through and just jumped off your balcony.
Turns out, neither of my doors closed super well. So it was nothing that was like actually
yeah.
like both my doors. You have to like really force them closed, and that's something that I learned over time. But like, because this was when I had just moved in,
Okay.
yeah.
and Logan wasn't there yet,
Right.
And so I was like,
That's
Who the
sketchy.
fuck is in
That's
my
sketchy.
apartment?
I've definitely had like one time when I was like doing. This is the last thing because I know we're like getting close to the end.
We're
here.
getting close to it. It's all good.
When I was my parents are divorced, and so when I was with my mom, she did a lot of like rentals, and so every year we'd basically move. And I've had people like this has only happened one time where like they come back and they're like, "We rented this house before, let us in," and I'm like, "No, like why would I do that?" Yeah, right. Like I was like, I think I came in from school and I was like, "No, like
Yeah.
I'm 14, I'm not letting you into this house.
That's
like I have the
crazy.
key and you don't.
That's
Shut the fuck up." Like,
Why would you ask a 14? Why are you almost getting kidnapped
Dude,
like every other week? I don't get it.
I don't
dude.
know, man. I was
You
just
just got that kind of face.
I was just, yeah.
You got that kidnap
I got the
face.
little kidnap baby face, I guess, man. I got $20 out of it one time though, so
Oh,
I mean that's
oh yeah, worth it. Worth
profit
it.
so far.
yeah,
Profit, yeah.
profit so
He's
far.
net positive so
no
far.
negative
Net
repercussions.
positive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no negative repercussions.
That is so
But,
funny.
Yeah, that's where we're at,
Dude.
Are we at the time?
Yeah, we're coming up on that
Cool.
time.
So I know we could talk forever.
Dude,
so.
I know we could talk forever, but Miguel, thank you so much for
Yeah,
jumping on.
thank
Is
you.
there any place that we can find you best?
Find me on this podcast again. Probably.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
we'd
That's
love
how you
to
know
have
he had a
you
good
back.
I'll
time.
say
He
there's
wants
a
to come
sequel.
back.
I'll
Do
say
you think
there's
you'll
a
ever
sequel.
come
Yeah,
back to
say.
streaming? I mean,
Did you stream?
Maybe.
I didn't even know that.
I'll probably pick up stream, and then if I'm on the podcast again and I'm streaming,
You'll
He'll shout it out.
out.
He'll shout it
No,
out.
that means you had a good time. I'm glad you
Yeah.
want to come back.
dude, I'm glad you want to come back too. Thank you guys so much for watching and
you.
listening. Like I said, we are out on all platforms now, being iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. So be sure to go check out all that stuff there. Huge shout out to Pengu Kim for doing our design and Reflexes for doing this music. Guys, if you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss, be sure to email us at mindmeldthepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is mindmeldthepodcast@gmail.com. We appreciate it. Say goodbye, Mason.
Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you.
Say goodbye.
See ya.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.